And we're here with Jordan Fabian, our political editor. He's stationed in Washington, but he's here in Florida because he attended the Republican debate in Tampa last night. So, Jordan, we're super privileged to have you here. One thing that struck out to me from the debate last night was that the candidates were attacking each other, not so much Obama. Could you really pick out winners and losers from last night's debate?
I wouldn't say there was a clear winner from last night, but it was definitely clear that the candidates were after Rick Perry, the field's front runner. He's leading in the polls right now, and a lot of them want to take jabs at him and bring them down to their level. We saw Mitt Romney go after Perry on a multitude of issues: Social Security, jobs, immigration. Michelle Bachmann, who's won the Iowa straw poll but is now struggling, got some jabs in on Perry on immigration, as well as his mandate that schoolgirls in Texas take the HPV vaccine. Even candidates like Rick Santorum, and also ran in the race, got shots in. So it was free. It was free range on Perry last night, and we'll see what happens in the coming weeks.
Now, you mentioned immigration, and that's obviously the topic that's most important for our audience. What can we make out on the candidates' postures on immigration from last night's debate?
Well, most of the field was trying to appeal to the Tea Party audience that was at the debate last night, which is against the pathway to citizenship for undocumented immigrants. And they really took aim at Perry's record as Texas governor, which is quite mixed due to his proximity to Mexico. During his time as governor, Perry passed a law that allowed undocumented immigrants to have in-state tuition, and he also was against the completion of the border fence. So they took shots at Perry, trying to paint him as the liberal on the issue and reduce his support amongst the conservative base.
Right, the Texas Dream Act, as they're labeling it now. So another important issue that affects Latinos is, of course, the Social Security issue. And this has become a major flashpoint in this campaign, and the future of this whole entitlement program is being questioned, basically. So what were the major points in terms of the Social Security issue yesterday?
Well, the main debate point on this is, again, Romney versus Perry, the two front runners. Instead, Romney was trying to position himself on the right against Perry on immigration, but on the Social Security issue, he's positioning himself in the center, saying that Perry's claim that Social Security is a Ponzi scheme and that it's an unsustainable program is bad for seniors. Now, Perry responded that Romney is trying to scare seniors with his rhetoric, but Democrats have pointed out that Romney and Perry's position on Social Security, that it needs to be reformed and maybe even cut back for people under the age of 54, aren't quite so different, and that just the rhetoric is different in this debate. So that'll be a major point of debate in the coming weeks, and it'll be really exciting to see how it plays out.
I don't doubt it, and I can't let you go without asking you about the jobs issue. That's, of course, the #1 issue in the campaign right now. So what can you leave our audience with in terms of that?
Well, President Obama put out his plan officially on Monday to create more jobs. Obviously, the unemployment rate for Latinos is 11.3%, and there's loud voices saying that we need a plan. Republicans offered their plans at the debate, but the funny thing is that, like you said, they didn't target Obama, the man who they'll be running against next November. They went after themselves, and they're really trying to provide a contrast between themselves to say to conservative voters voting in the primary race, why am I better than the other candidate? And that's what they did last night in Tampa.
Thank you so much, Jordan. There you have it, the debate in a nutshell. If you want to follow more of our political coverage, follow Jordan on Twitter @JordanFabian or our Univision News Twitter account @Univision News.